Hey guys, what's up? It's Christian here back at you for a Sneaker Talk with a brand new sneaker review, and today we are taking a look at one of Adidas' latest offerings, the Adidas Stan Smith. But not just any Stan Smith, the Stan Smith with Boost Tech. Now you guys know Adidas is like destroying the sneaker game. They are absolutely killing it with Boost technology, and it's about time that they threw on Boost to the Adidas Stan Smith. You guys know the Adidas Stan Smith. This is a staple in so many people's collections, and not just sneakerheads, but just everyday people. The Stan Smith is a fan favorite sneaker, and so they put on Boost on the Stan Smith, and yeah, I'm in love. Now the Stan Smith Boost dropped a couple of weeks ago in I believe 2 different colorways. In men's, I think they just released the white and green colorway, which makes a lot of sense since this is like the all-time classic Stan Smith. And in women's, they actually released a copper colorway. So if you're a girl who wants, you know, that little pop on their feet, the copper colorway is definitely a go-to. Now I don't know if they made a white and green colorway for women's. I feel like they would have. If they didn't, it's gonna be just, you know, a matter of weeks. Now, this isn't the very first time Adidas has slapped on Boost Tech on older, vintage kind of sneakers. They also have done it on the Adidas Superstar, which did sort of well, but I think the Stan Smiths are doing way better in terms of sales. Now, don't get me wrong, this sneaker is selling incredibly well, but it wasn't like an instant sellout like, you know, hype sneakers like Ultra Boost or NMDs or anything of that nature. Now, for whatever reason, you do miss out on the white and green colorway. I wouldn't stress about it too much because I feel like they'll do multiple restocks of this sneaker throughout the season, and I also expect them to release a like all white one with like a red hit. They'll release this in other colorways because Adidas knows they have a surefire hit on their hands, and the sales are evidence of that. Now the typical Stan Smith runs you 110 Canadian dollars. These Stan Smiths with Boost Tech run $165. So for that $55, you know, price bump, is it worth it? I want to say yes it is, because that comfort is just phenomenal. With that said, it's not just the Boost Tech that gets upgraded on the sneaker. You also get a premium leather upper as well. Regular Stan Smiths use a very smooth leather upper, so you guys can sort of see some of that leather wrinklage going on here. Let me get some of the action right here. I think I'm doing a pretty crappy job at showing off the premium leather, but I gotta say it is a nice premium leather material. So you're not just paying for Boost, you're paying for some extra upgrades on the upper of the sneaker. But you got some nice leather padding all around the collar of the sneaker. You also have some green hits on the very back as well. We got that Stan Smith branding, everybody knows, like everybody knows that. And you also got that Stan Smith branding on the tongue with his face right there. So let me just get that out for you. Now the shade of green they use on the very back of the sneaker isn't the same shade of green they use on the front of the sneaker. The front of the sneaker uses like a lighter lime green. Looking at the rest of the sneaker, you have the white laces going down the middle, white tongue, white toe cap. There isn't too much going on with the sneaker. Very basic. Also, the thing I forgot to mention is that it has a full Boost midsole right here. So let me just change the settings on this camera so you guys can see a better look at the Boost. So yeah, full Boost midsole, outsole, all around the entire sneaker. So no compromises in terms of comfort on the sneaker here at all. The funny thing is, the very bottom of the sneaker sort of reminds me of like paper when you hole punch it but the holes don't come out properly sometimes. Here's what I mean by that. You guys can actually see like the Boost here underneath the rest of the outsole. So this is like the hole punchers, paper not coming out properly. You guys, yeah, you guys get it. You also have some Boost branding on the insole of the sneaker. It's not a pull-out insole, so it's very like you can actually have your foot touching the Boost pods itself. Now as far as sizing and comfort goes for the Stan Smith Boost, I would have to say I'd recommend going half a size down. Try these on in store if you can. If you can't, Adidas's return policy online is very forgiving. Stan Smiths typically run half a size large, so even in the regular Stan Smiths, most people go half a size down, and that's the case for these as well. Now as far as comfort goes, these are incredibly comfortable. There's no compromise when you throw these on your feet. These are going to just be a blessing. Honestly, these are going to be so freaking comfortable. You won't feel like you're hurting your feet by wearing a Stan Smith ever again. The best I can compare it to is just like, imagine a NMD level comfort on a Stan Smith. That's gonna be very comfortable. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's video. All my social media is down below. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that good stuff. So I'll catch you guys over there. Or if not, I'll catch you guys in my next video, which I upload pretty much daily. So subscribe if you're into, you know, quality, consistent videos like this. I don't know if I would call this a quality video. I think the leather quality on this sneaker is better than the quality of this video. But oh well. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.